Bruised but not discouraged, I was still haunted by the specter of that scowling woman behind Mary. Who was she? I had to know. Following an anonymous tip, and the need for a good stiff drink, I found a German bar owner named Marlene who claimed that she, as an aspiring actress, had won out over heavy competition to get that part.
Originally, I was to have been this older friend of Mary's who tells her not to go throwing hats in the street. It's silly. But it was cut.
She was a little bitter about the experience, which certainly explained the scowl, but still, she was more than happy to do that face for us. It was free to anyone after $50 worth of pull tabs, actually. I couldn't believe it. She looked exactly the same. I mean, after all these years, she showed absolutely no signs of artistic growth. I mean, Mary had gone on to do movies and at least 27 other TV series, but Marlene was still trading on past glories. Maybe I should have been clued in by the name of the place, which was the Marlene Who Stood and Scowled Behind Mary Bar and Grill. I don't know. The whole thing it wasn't working out. After all this time, I was still no closer to finding the true meaning of Mary than I was when I set out. It was enough to make a man drink twice his body weight in cheap beer. Hey, wait a minute. What scene does that line do?
Love is all around. No, he was the one, and he was one of the original Crickets. Okay, and the Crickets were led by Buddy Holly.
Right.
And he died on the way home to Fargo, which is my hometown. And that was Sonny Curtis, who didn't die, but he was one of them. And if you understand that, then you start to see why the program is so important to me.
Yeah, I can...
You know, it all comes down to that hat.
The hat?
When I was in high school, I had a flame. I was a girlfriend. Whoa. And she was a thing of such exuberance, of such joie de vivre, and she, one day on a fine spring morning, just took off her hat and threw it up in the air out of just love of life.
Wow. So you were really, really moved by that.
I've never been so embarrassed for anybody in my life. Mary could do it. That was the thing. Mary could do it.
And if you don't understand that about Mary, you don't understand anything, and I don't even know why I'm talking to you. Mary, if you're out there, I love you. I love your spunk. I love your wit. I love your legs. Both of them. I'm on a search for you here, Mary. I'm finding out what you mean to me. You don't know me. I don't know me, but I know that out of all in television, out of all the cathode ray tubes in the land, you had to walk into mine. Here's looking towards you, kid.
Bob, I
Play it, Lou.
think we have enough.
Played it for her, Lou. You can play it for me.
Scratch Belgrade has been selling hats on this corner for 10 years.
Okay, I mean, I'll do it, but I don't want to do it.
Why?
Look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to throw your hat with Mary did. It's the notion of making a buck off.
Yeah, I understand what you're
Damn
saying,
original,
but
right here.
guys, a really good interview, okay? And it'll take a couple minutes. I think
It's
it's really gonna...
It's commercialization of Mary. It's trivializing
It's
Mary.
really gonna add to the show. Here, can you stand right here? Is this where you want it, Bob? Here.
Yeah, that's good.
Wash your hands. Take your glasses.
How's my hair look?
You look great. Okay, just give it a try. I think it's gonna be good.
Okay, just tell me when. Exuberance, spunk, spirit, joie de vivre, those were the things about Mary that we loved the most. And it was here, on this street corner, on a wintry afternoon, that Mary made that gesture that etched her forever in the hearts of millions.
That was great. That's good.
Okay, you got your deposit, you signed the waiver, you got your hat.
Yep.
Right, there's next painted right over there on the sidewalk. That's where you stand.
Okay. Which way was she facing?
That way. Hey, and watch the light, will you?
I give you Mr. Scratch Belfry, an apparently shameless entrepreneur who ekes out a meager living here in the corner of the Nicollet Mall, renting hats to people who want to toss them like Mary did. Mr. Belfry, a couple questions, you don't mind. Why are you doing this?
Figured I could make a buck at it.
Yes, well, no surprise, really. Well, tell me, did you tap into a pre-existing need for this, or did you create a market all by yourself?
What?
Well, let me put it in primeval English for you then. How did you get started?
Oh, well, I used to have a food cart on this corner. Yogurt, tofu, sprouts, health food.
Yeah.
But they kept shutting me down, so I figured I'd give this a try. Ain't no hat inspectors in this business, if you know what I mean.
Did you?
Hey! I said to watch the light. Oh, jeez. There goes the premiums right to the roof.
But, I mean, you got a lot of people come through. Business is good?
Business was good. Yeah, so good now I got company. Hey, why don't you find another corner to work, huh?
Hey, free enterprise, man. Cheaper prices and better hats. That's what
Better hats. I got the original.
Come on.
Toss a hat just like Mary. Got the original right in.
What?
Hey, you know, I'm thinking about adding video rental.
Oh, yeah.
Suntanning booths, they're not going to go so well in this corner, so I figured I'd give that a try. What do you think?
Bound to make millions. What kind of people come through and rent the hats?
Well, people who can't separate fantasy from reality.
Do you ever watch old Mare on TV yourself?
Nah, wrestling's on.
You know, I gotta toss the hat in. I gotta give it a try. But thanks.
Yeah, don't forget to sign the waiver.
I gotta go through that.
Okay.
$10, kick it up. How you doing, champ? You gonna toss a hat? $10. Gotta wait just a second. Yeah, you better sign the waiver here, right? Oh, great.
Mary.
Clean for Mary. Mary's the kind of woman you things have to be clean for. She's just that kind of a girl. It's filthy. Clean for Mary. I'm coming, Mother.
Gonna make it after all. You're not gonna make it after all. You're not gonna make it after all.
No!
Yes, he's going to make it after all.
Oh. Man, am I glad you guys are here. I just had the worst nightmare.
We know. Believe me. The special effects alone are gonna bust the budget.
James, I'm really sorry we couldn't get your private room.